Hi, I'm Tlish, and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like our content. Today we're doing an Avengers Black Panther and the Illuminati brick unboxing, so I hope you guys enjoy. Cheers. All right, so let's crack open the first. Here's the brick. Let's crack open the first two boosters and see what we get. Booster number one. Obviously, like everybody else, we're looking for a Ultra Chase Thanos. Ultra Chase Thanos. I always pronounce that. Oh, I did get a Black Bolt though, so that's really good. My first crack, Black Bolt with the Reality Gem. Very happy about that. So we'll take a look at him. We have Dora Milaje Midnight Angel. Dora Milaje Midnight Angel. Let me see if I can put it under here. There's Dora Milaje Midnight Angel, White Tiger, Captain Marvel, Black Widow, the regular version, not the Prime, and then Black Bolt with the Reality Gem, which I was definitely hoping to pull. So I like the Reality Gem. It's got. We'll show you what it is. So here's the Reality Gem. Let's see if that gets into focus. Is that going to focus out? There's the Reality Gem. Let's look at Black Bolt. There's a sculpt on Black Bolt. It looks pretty neat. Got Indom, 6 range, flying. Let's look at his card. So here's Black Bolt's card. Black Bolt starts a game, so for +5 points, he starts the game with the Reality Gem, or either the Reality Gem or the Space Gem equipped. Sidestep, when so a special power on his movement, and he does have flying. So he has Sidestep when Black Bolt uses it with either the with the Space Gem equipped. After resolutions, you may move all characters within range 1 square. I'm just reading that again for the second time. That's actually pretty good. So he can sidestep. He doesn't have to hit anybody. He can sidestep and then move anybody within range 1 square. That actually is really cool. And then his attack ability is Penetrating Psychic Blast. When Black Bolt uses it with the Reality Gem equipped, you may instead target any number of opposing characters within range and line of fire. If you do, instead of normal damage, each hit target is dealt his printed damage value. That's pretty cool. So he can multiple target somebody with Pensai and deal printed damage for each target. He has improved targeting and ignores hindering and characters. He can start at either 145 or 95 points, 150 or 100 with one of the gems equipped. At 150, he starts with 11 movement with running shot, 12 12 attack with that special, 18 defense with impervious, and 3 damage with leadership. So he's a pretty strong piece. Definitely good and sealed. Here's the reality gem, which is, I think, is definitely going to be used a lot. 10 points, indestructible object, light object. This character gains an extra target, perplex, and telekinesis. So you can give a character perplex and telekinesis. When this character hits, if the attack roll was 10 or higher, after resolutions they may generate a standard heavy object and then use telekinesis at no cost. So they can shoot, they can throw a heavy with telekinesis if you roll a 10 or higher. So that's really good. Definitely liking Black Bolt. I'm glad I pulled him. We'll see what else we get. So put the other ones away for the time being. I'm just going to take a look at one piece per booster. Try to go as fast as I can. We're only doing one brick. We're not going to do the entire case. So let's look at this next booster. The only chase, I would be actually happy with any of the chases, except for maybe Starbrand. But Starbrand too is actually pretty good, so we'll see. Alright, we got our first super rare, Grandmaster. So we have, I love that, I love Voyager. Voyager is really good. Maybe we'll take a look at her. Ant-Man. Ant-Man, Iron Man, Malice, and Grandmaster. So we'll take a look at Grandmaster. There's Grandmaster. Cool sculpt. He looks really, really cool. Keep all the cards. I'm going to keep all the cards together because I do like to save the boosters in their original spots so that I can play them in sealed, simulate sealed at home. I like to play sealed on my own. I don't want to ruin these cards. So they get a little bent up. I'm going to take them out of the pocket. Here's Grandmaster. So it's one of those flip open cards. Grandmaster starts the game with the Mind Gem equipped, 5 points added on. There's a trait, I sense a greater challenge at the beginning of the game. If an opponent's force includes an additional game element, heal Grandmaster 1 click, pass his starting line to click number 0. Current additional game elements are ID cards, equipment, special terrain, and locations. So I think that's going to be an Elders of the Universe trait that is shared among all the Elders of the Universe. And since Grandmaster has the Elders of the Universe, Lethal Legion, and Cosmic keywords, he has that trait. He also has an attack power, a movement power. Wagering on a contest of champions, you say. Sidestep. Once per turn, when an opposing character within range and line of fire attacks, before the attack roll, you may guess whether or not the attack will hit at least one target. If you do, that attack roll can't be re-rolled. So you're actually eliminating, even by doing the guess, you're eliminating the use of prob or anything like that. If you chose correctly after resolutions, deal the attacking character 1 penetrating damage, and heal Grandmaster 1 click. If you're wrong, heal the attacking character 1 click, and deal Grandmaster 1 unavoidable damage. So that's a pretty cool trick. That seems fun and very interesting. Not sure how that can be abused. I'm sure that can be abused in some way. But it's really fun and flavorful, so I like that a lot. Let's see what he's got on the inside. Just a list of his other powers. And a cool picture of him. And then let's look at his dial on the back. So he has, now if your opponent has additional game elements and he starts on click, then Grandmaster would start on click 0. So for 85 points or possibly 90 points with the Mind Gem, he would have 8 movement with that movement power, 11 precision strike, 3 damage with prob, and 18 defense with impervious. If you start him on the click 0. So all in all, he's pretty good, and he's got power cosmic team ability and 7 range. Just want to take a look at Voyager real quick also. Because Voyager, she's a common, but she's also an Elders of the Universe, and she has a really cool telekinesis that she has. And she's a really cool taxi. She's a really good taxi. She's got Avengers keyword, as well as Elders of the Universe and Cosmic. So she can be used on Avengers theme teams. She has a trait, I sense a greater challenge, which means she starts on click 0 if your opponent has any additional game elements. She's got Avengers Assemble trait. Passenger 1, Passenger 3, but only to carry characters that share a keyword with her, and she may carry characters with flying or giant size, which is really cool. I haven't seen anybody that can carry a giant size character, so that's really cool. I don't know where that would come up on an Avengers or a Cosmic team, but I'm sure you can find a way. And then also she's got an attack power, telekinesis, but only to place characters. When Voyager uses it, neither she nor the target character square need line of fire to the destination square. So you can like TK characters through blocking and up and around other places. You don't even need line of fire, which turns out to be really powerful. And here's her dial. She starts out with Outwit if your character's playing IDs and stuff, and if not, then she starts out with Perplex, either 5 or 4 clicks long. She's got the Avengers team ability and Power Cosmic team ability. She's only 50 points, so I like her a lot. Let's look at the next booster. Put the garbage to the side. So far we got a super rare and a really good rare in Black Bolt. So we have Grandmaster and Black Bolt. Definitely happy with the pulls so far. Now this is only 1 brick, so we're not sure that we're going to get a chase, because there's usually a chase in every case almost about, but usually if you buy a case and one of the bricks has a chase, the other brick usually has like a prime or something like that, so we'll see. I've seen cases with 2 chases. My last case, my Rebirth, when I open up my Rebirth unboxing. Oh, okay, well look, I just got a prime. So I opened up a prime and I got it, and I'm very happy with this prime. So we have, let's take a look. We have Shield Diplomat, Possessor. It's starting to get a little blurry. And there's the prime. Baron Mordo, Hulk, and a Elektra, the red suit Elektra. red uniform. So we'll take a look at now this Hulk. He I like the Hulk. It looks like the smart Hulk. He has outwit top dial, and he's actually pretty good for a common at 125 points. I don't like his little bowl cut that he has, but I mean that's from the comics, so you know. But he kind of looks like 80s Hulk or 90s Hulk with the like the kind of bowl cut on the. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. You pop it in there. Hello, hello. So we will look at Baron Mordo. That's the Prime. I think is he a super rare Prime or is he a? I think he's a super rare Prime. So here is Baron Mordo. Let me try to get him into focus a little bit. There we go. Baron Mordo. He's a blue man group. He's all blue. Okay. Let's look at his card. So he has the offenders and mystical keywords. So possible mystical team member here. I know a lot of people are doing stuff with mystical. Trait, add to Doctor Strange's, my collection. When an opposing, what does it say? When an equipped character attacks Baron Mordo and the attack misses him, after resolutions, either equip that equipment to Baron Mordo or KO it. So you have to be careful. If you're equipped and you attack Baron Mordo, you could lose the equipment. Or another trait, subtle spell casting once per turn. When an opposing character within range uses probability control, after their reroll, you may choose to reroll that roll. So it's kind of like a defensive prob, kind of pseudo prob, which only works after they prob. So that's pretty good. It's like a counter spell. And then sleep. So then he has an attack power. Sleep as one who is dead. Precision strike, close or range, half damage. Make a close or range attack. Hit characters are given an action token. So it is. So it's kind of like an in-cap that deals 1 damage because you have precision strike. So it's always going to deal 1 damage at least. And I don't know how many targets he has, but he might have double targets, so he could do like he can do in-cap and always deal damage with it if he wants to. And not just 1, possibly more than 1 because he's halving his damage. So depends on who he's attacking. Let's take a look at his stats. Oh, that's pretty high damage actually. So yeah, he does have 2 targets, 6 range with 2 targets. He's got the mystical team ability. He's 100 points. He's flying with 10 speed and sidestep, 11 attack with that special power, 18 defense with energy shield deflection, and 4 damage with prob. So all in all, pretty powerful. I like him a lot. One other character I want to get from this set definitely, now that we've pulled the super rare prime in this brick, some other, I don't think we're going to get a chase in this brick, but I'd like to pull collector. Collector's really good. There are some pretty good super rares, and well, I'd like to get the other rare, the time gem. I'd like to get the gems, as many gems as I can get. You know, the gems are good. And that Captain America with the time gem is pretty cool. Let's see what we have here. So, we have Trader, so we have Elektra in the black suit, Dora Milaje, Nakia, Trader, and Everett K. Ross. You know what? I think we're going to take a look at Everett K. Ross because I hear him making a splash. A lot of people are talking about that common, or actually he's an uncommon. Let's see what he does. A lot of people are thinking about putting him on like vulture teams and stuff like that. So let's look at Everett K. Ross. He is he's in the Black Panther movie. I forget the name of the actor that plays him. He's looking very suave there with his shirt and tie and suit. Okay. He's 30 points. Everett K. Ross, he has the shield, Wakanda, and politician keywords. All very good keywords. He has a damage power. I'd just sold my soul for a pair of pants. Perplex, unique modifier. When Everett K. Ross uses Perplex, he may modify the chosen combat value +2 instead. If he does, at the end of your turn, roll a d6. 1 to 4, deal Everett K. Ross 1 unavoidable damage. So he, you give him a +2 perplex. That's really good. You only need to do it once sometimes, especially for Vulture. You only really need to do it once. And he starts with stealth. If he does take that click of unavoidable, he goes on to sidestep, which is good. He has willpower, and he has that damage special. For 30 points, it's a really good value. I like him a lot. Let's look at somebody else. Let's look at the next booster. Also, I think that maybe at the end of this, if we have time, I have this Dyson token pack that I picked up, so maybe we can preview that as well. Alright, oh, we have another gem, it looks like. Something in package here. Something in a package. It's Loki. We got Loki. Nice. Alright, so I think Loki comes with the Mind Gem. Yes, we got the Mind Gem. So here is let's see, we have Black Panther, set number 009 with 45-point PD team ability. We have Elektra, which, I don't know if I'm going to show all the Elektras, but they are pretty cool. They're all shifting focus. There's 3 Elektras in the set. There's a red suit, black suit, and a white suit Elektra. So, maybe I would like to look at that a little bit. Well, we have a Black Ant and an Ant-Man. Ant-Man's one of my favorite characters. I love Ant-Man. And we have a Loki. Let me see if I can show you all the pieces without being so blurry. that wasn't so bad. Okay. So let's look at Loki and the Mind Gem. Loki, also one of my favorite characters. Always love Loki. He's a great villain. One of the original Avengers villains in the comics and obviously the movie. So there he is, set number 54, Loki. Great sculpt. He's got the sword, and he's got a little ponytail there, and his horns. He has. Let's look at his card. Oh, there's the Mind Gem. Mind Gem right there. So Mind Gem. So Loki has as guardian, cosmic deity, and as guardian, cabal, deity, and mystical keywords. He does not have the cosmic keyword. Cabal, which is a pretty cool keyword that they are introducing in this set. They have the Illuminati, and then they have the Illuminati's kind of nemesis group, the Cabal. So he has a trait. So your real name, Loki Lofison. Trait, bearer of the Infinity Sword. Loki starts the game with any one Infinity Gem equipped. If you paid 15 points, he may start with any one Infinity Gauntlet equipped. Oh, so you can start him with the Gauntlet or the Infinity Gem, whichever one you want. And it's either +5 or +15 to his starting cost. Trait, I'll have them chasing figments and shadows. Shape change, stealth. When Loki uses shape change with the Mind Gem equipped and succeeds, modify the attacking character's combat values -1 until the end of your next turn. So if you succeed on shape change, next turn you can possibly attack him with a -1 defense, which is pretty cool. And that's not, obviously -1 combat values to all combat values that turn and until your next turn, till the end of your next turn, which means you do get to retaliate during your turn. He also has an attack power, Blades, Claws, Fang, Infinity Sword, Blades, Claws, Fangs. When Loki uses it and hits, if the attack roll was 10 or higher, and the Blades, Claws, Fangs roll was a 5 or 6, after resolutions, action total +1 this turn, and choose a friendly character. Remove all action tokens from the chosen character, and that character may be given an additional costed action this turn. Okay, so that probably is not going to happen a whole lot. Rolling a 10 on your attack and a 5 or a 6 with your blades roll. But if it does happen, then you basically get another action with somebody that maybe already took an action. And that's really cool. So here's his inside of the card, list of powers. There's him holding the sword with all the gems in it, in the hilt. And then here are his stats. He's kind of a monster. 170 with the gauntlet, he would be 185, and with a gem, he would be 175. Starts off with 8 range, 2 targets, 10 movement with phasing, 11 attack with Pensai, 18 defense with super senses, and obviously the traded shape change, and then 4 damage with prob. So and he has the Mystics team ability. So you can see him being pretty powerful, especially if you put like that gauntlet on him that gives him power cosmic. He could be pretty cool. and he also has a 120 point starting line, which is also pretty good. You're just losing super senses and switching it out for ESD. So either way, this guy's he's pretty fun. He looks like a pretty fun piece. So Loki, there's Loki. All right, let's look at the next pack. Oh, I almost forgot to preview the Mind Gem. You guys probably want to see what the Mind Gem looks like, what it does. So here's the Mind Gem. Indestructible. Equip any unequipped drop. It's a light object. Effect, modify attack +1. Mind control and incap. When this character hits, if the attack roll was 10 or higher, after resolutions, they can use mind control at no cost. Can repeat if you roll 10 or higher. So possibly, if you keep rolling 10s, you can just mind control everybody. Okay, pretty cool. Let's look at the next box. We have done five boosters already, so we're halfway through. So we have Dr. Minerva, Wakandan Scientist, Iron Man, AO, and Black Widow. Alright, let's see. I think AO, let me look at AO. And that's one of those generic Iron Mans. Maybe we'll look at AO and the generic Iron Man's 50-point generic Iron Man. Kind of like the Iron Man suit, like the remote control Iron Man. No, let's... Looking to see if there's anything good in this pack. Oh, Dr. Minerva is supposed to be... Dr. Minerva is probably pretty good. What set? Dr. Minerva. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Dr. Minerva. Let's look at Dr. Minerva. So here's the she is, you know, like they just had a Minerva in the Captain Marvel Gravity feed, but this is that was Min-Irva, and this is Dr. Minerva. So I guess she turns good, or I don't know if she's. I don't really know the character that well. I mean, I know she's Kree. She's a little fuzzy. Get her focused. Minerva. Anyway, she's got the Captain Marvel suit on, and she's got the blue Kree. So she's definitely, you can tell she's Kree. Dr. Minerva, let's look. It's starting to come out of focus here. There we go. She has the Kree, Star Force, and Scientist keywords. She has a trait, Kree Genetic Manipulation. At the beginning of the game, for all characters with this trait, choose a standard attack power that an opposing character can use. Friendly characters with the Kree keyword within 4 squares can use the chosen power. For all characters with trait, choose a standard attack power that an opposing character can use. So I guess you can choose from any attack power of your opposing team, and then this includes herself. So because it says friendly characters with the Kree keyword, so she does. You know, if you're playing other Kree keyword, it makes it really good, but also if you're just playing her, she can just choose an attack power from your opponent, and she gets that power. So that's pretty good, because she's always going to be within 4 squares of herself. She also has the defense ability, Gravitons and Nega Energy, Invulnerability, and Super Senses. And she looks like she's got some good powers. Let's look at her. Let's look at her stats. She has 4 range with a single target, flying with 9 movement and running shot, 10 attack, 17 defense with that special, and then 3 damage with outwit, and she's 75 points. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's go on to the next pack. Let me open up all of them so they're easier to access. There we go. There we go. Alright, oh, we got an AIM white squad and an AIM blue squad. I'm very happy about that. The AIM squads, we're going to look at both of those, because the AIM generics have been really good. So I bought 2 boosters. When I went to the pre-release, I got 2 boosters, and I pulled Okoye and AIM white squad. I didn't use AIM white squad though, but I used like a almost Wakandan theme team, except for I couldn't quite get it to be theme, so I had to use like Yellow Jacket in the pre-release. Then later I noticed, I was like, oh, I pulled that these AIM generics are pretty good, and everybody's been talking about the AIM generics. So I have 1 white AIM white squad already. This is my second one, and then this is my first AIM blue squad, which I think a lot of people like. The blue squad is a rare. The white squad is an uncommon. So we will look at both of those. So this pack is Dora Milaje, AIM white squad, AIM blue squad, Anika, and Captain Marvel. So let's look at both generics. The cool thing about the AIM generics is that they have really good keywords. I think they have Hydra. I know they have Avengers, and you know Avengers is always a good keyword. So here's AIM white squad, and here's AIM blue squad, which looks the same except for blue. Kind of a light blue. Sorry about the fuzziness. We'll look at their stats. So here's AIM white squad first. AIM white squad is an uncommon. It's got the AIM Avengers, Hydra, and Scientist keywords. Science and Engineering Division is a trait. At the beginning of the game, for all characters with this trait, choose Outwit or Perplex, and they can use the chosen power this game. If they are part of a named theme team, you can choose both. So if you're playing an Avengers theme and you're using AIM white squads, they have Outwit and Perplex. So let's look at their stats. It is 30 points. Doesn't start with sidestep, which is okay, I guess, but I'm sure it's you can click it onto sidestep. Let me just refocus that. Okay. 6 movement, 9 attack with incap, 16 defense with energy shield, and 1 damage, plus the trait with the outwit and perplex. That's good for. That's really good for 30 points, getting outwit and perplex, and incap, and then you can always push them to have sidestep if you want to. And then let's look at Blue Squad. Blue Squad has the AIM, Avengers, Hydra, Politician, and Scientist keywords. Administration and Research Division. That's a trait. So it's a little bit. It's kind of a slightly different trait from the first one. It has leadership. If AIM Blue Squad is part of a named theme team, friendly characters with the AIM keyword consider the friendly characters within 3 squares and line of fire to be adjacent, while using enhancement, empower, leadership, or support. Okay, so that's any friendly characters with the AIM keyword. So you know, if you're playing an AIM team, then they can use all of those powers from 3 squares away as if they were adjacent. The AIM Blue Squad is, you know, obviously counts as a AIM keyworded figure. So if you're playing on like an Avengers team, the Blue Squad can use those powers, whichever powers they have from that list, from 3 squares away. Using leadership from 3 squares away is really good. Let's see what else they have on their dial. So you can push him to have an enhancement, which means you can use enhancement from 3 squares away, and that is really good because if you push him to have enhancement, he also has barrier. Barrier and then enhancement from 3 squares away, and sidestep, and Pensai with 2 damage on his second click. I think that's really good. His first click is really good too, because he has 4 range, 7 movement with sidestep, mastermind, 17 mastermind, and 3 damage with prob. So a lot of value in this 40-point piece. I really like it. I think I can see why people are raving about AIM Blue Squad. And I like AIM White Squad too. Let's put those away. See what we got here. I'm not sure how many super rares I've pulled yet, so we'll see. I think Loki and... Oh, here we go. I just pulled a super rare. The Hood. So we have another Hulk. We have Shield Diplomat. Black Panther at 95 points. Yellow Jacket and the Hood. So I think we're going to look at the Hood. Let's just show you all the figures. Shield Diplomat, Hulk, Black Panther, Yellow Jacket, and the Hood. That's the uncommon Black Panther, I believe. Yes. The Prime, I've seen the Prime Black Panther. It looks cool. He can make ancient warlords. But we already pulled a Prime, so I don't think we're going to pull him in this case. I also wanted the Prime Black Widow, but she's pretty cheap, so I could just get her online. Alright, so let's look at the Hood. The Hood, who in the comics, I think the Hood, like, gets the Infinity Gauntlet or something like that, and the Illuminati. He's kind of like he's part of the Cabal, so he should have the Cabal keyword. A lot of this stuff comes from Jonathan Hickman's run of the Avengers, where he wrote about the Illuminati and the incursion between two planets, two alternate Earths. I believe Jonathan, for those of you who read the comics, Jonathan Hickman is well, he's a great writer. His run on Avengers and his run on Fantastic Four were amazing. He's coming back to do 2 issues of X-Men. Like, they're canceling all of the X-Men series right now. They're canceling X-Men just for him to come back and do 2 issues of X-Men. I think they're called Power of X and I forgot the name of the other one. But he's doing 2 one-shots about X-Men, and then he's going to restart the whole X-Men storyline. And I have a feeling that they're going to bring his new storyline with the X-Men in and take a lot of, because the movies take a lot of Hickman's stuff and they put it into the movies. So as they start to introduce the X-Men into the MCU now with the whole Marvel Disney merger, I can see them using a lot of Hickman's stuff, especially with the new stuff he's going to be doing with X-Men and their kind of reset on that storyline. So I'm excited, and the Hood was part of that. His sculpt looks awesome. His sculpt looks really cool. Let's see if hopefully it'll come through clearly. Let me just take it away and then put it back. There we go. Look at him. He's got like the mask on and stuff. He's definitely a shady figure. A shady figure. So let's look at his card. He's gonna be fun to play. He has the Cabal, Illuminati, Magia, and Mystical keywords. Bearer of the Infinity Gauntlet. So for 5 points or 15 points, if you use 5 points, he starts the game with any one Infinity Gem equipped. If you paid 15 points, he can start with any one Infinity Gauntlet equipped. Makes me want to get one of those Infinity Gauntlets. I'm really psyched for that. Hopefully my other brick, I will pull an Infinity Gauntlet. Although I really want that. There's a lot of stuff I want in this set. This set is just so good. Trait, power in the palm of my hand. Free, if the Hood is equipped with an Infinity Gem, remove it from the game without scoring it. Then equip him with a different Infinity Gem from outside the game. So you can just use all the gems, as many gems as you want. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then trait, rule as the world burns. When an opposing character rolls for leadership and the result is a 1 or a 2, remove an action token from the Hood. I think that's a common Cabal trait that a lot of Cabal figures have, or might not be Cabal figures, but a lot of the figures in this set, like the villains, they have rule as the world burns, where if your opponent chooses to roll leadership, now they might want to think twice before using their leadership, because especially, people that just roll leadership at the beginning of the game, even though, just to practice rolling leadership, even though it won't benefit them in any way. Now you might not want to do that because, well, at the beginning of the game it wouldn't matter, but a lot of people just roll leadership every turn just so that they don't forget. That now you have to think about it, because if you roll 1 or a 2, then the opposing character removes a token. So that's pretty interesting. He's got a movement power, phasing teleport. When the Hood is equipped, Infinity Quest, phasing teleport. When the Hood is equipped with a listed Infinity Gem, he can use the following effects: Space, passenger 4, but only to carry characters that share a keyword with him. Power, when the hood moves once per turn after resolutions, he may make an attack. Stealth, reality, stealth, if the hood or an adjacent character occupy a clear square, lines of fire drawn to them are hindered. That's really those are really good powers. It depends on. I like so I can use that with the reality gem because I pulled Black Bolt, so I can use the reality gem on him and he'll have stealth in a lot of different squares. He'll almost always have stealth. If he's equipped with the Infinity Gauntlet, he can use all of these effects. That is very powerful. Here are his stats. He is 95 points, or possibly 100 or 110, depending on what you start him with. 6 range with double target, 10 movement with a special power, and flying, 10 attack with telekinesis, and 18 defense with invincible, and 3 damage with leadership. And he's got the Mystic's team ability. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'd want to equip him with the reality gem just because he already has telekinesis. But very good figure. I like him a lot. Let's see what else we have. We have 2 boosters left. Almost done. Maybe, you never know, maybe I'll get Thanos in this booster brick. Wouldn't that be a surprise? No, but I did get an AIM Red Squad. So that's the third generic. Let's take a look at what we got. E-Tree, AIM Red Squad, Voyager, Gardener, he's really big, and Captain Marvel. So let's look at the Gardener. Not really sure what Gardner does, because I tried looking him up earlier on HC Realms, and he's not up there yet. He might be now. The time you're watching this, he might be, but I don't know. When I looked him up, he was not there. But they have most of them up, so HC Realms always does a good job. So eventually, I'm sure they'll have all the new setup. This sculpt is really cool. It looks kind of like Jesus, like the 10 Commandments from like a old Charlton Heston movie. So the Gardener has the Elders of the Universe and Cosmic Keywords. He is set number 49. Bearer of the Time Gem. Gardener starts the game with the Time Gem equipped. I sense a greater challenge. At the beginning of the game, if an opponent's force includes an additional game element, heal Gardener 1 click past the starting line to click 0. Okay, so we saw that trait before. That's an Elders of the Universe trait. He has another trait, Watch My Garden Grow. At the beginning of the game, at the beginning of your turn, you may generate a hindering terrain marker in a square within range. Wow, so you can just generate hindering in a lot of places, because I'm sure as an elder he probably has high range. So it doesn't have to be adjacent. It could be any square within range. And it's every turn, literally every turn. Um, Attack power. My plants have a calming effect, or the opposite, if I desire. That's pretty cool. Um, Smoke cloud. Free. Make a close attack targeting an opposing character occupying a hindering marker generated by Gardner, regardless of adjacency. Ah, so I see. So you're generating these hindering markers all over the place, um, and then you can just make close attacks without moving from anywhere on the board. And that's as a free action. So free action attack. That's really good. If you hit, choose that a hit character either can use or can't use Battle Fury until your next turn. Okay, so you're either giving them Battle Fury so they can't be carried, or they can't use Battle Fury so that you know, if your characters have shape change, they are protected. But it's really cool, very good that you can not only generate hindering markers every turn, but you also can generate them with Smoke Cloud. He's just planting the seeds everywhere for him to attack you. That was bad. All right, let's look at his stats. Short dial. Oh, he's only 45 points. So yeah, he's got sidestep. He's got so on his so he would have a 5 point dial if your opponent is using additional game effects. On click 0, he has 7 movement with sidestep, 11 attack with that special, 18 defense with invulnerable, and 3 damage. And he's got the power cosmic team ability, and he's got 6 range, single target. So I thought he was gonna have like 8 range, which would have made him really sick, but he's still very good. And I love the sculpt. Here's the last booster of the day, and then we'll look at that Dice and Token pack. If I can get into it, if I can get into the booster. Alright, we have Astronomer, Winter Soldier, Proxima Midnight. Ooh, I like the minions of Thanos. So Proxima Midnight is a great. I enjoy that one. Nakia and Captain Marvel. All right. Who should we look at? I feel like we should look at the Astronomer. I feel like we're gonna look at we're gonna look at the Astronomer. The Elders of the Universe are really good in this set, so we're just gonna look at a lot of them. I pulled a lot of Elders. So here's all the pieces that I pulled. Let's look at the Astronomer. Here's what he looks like. Wearing his robes. He's doing that little stop, kind of like a magical thing that he's got. Alright, Astronomer. Oh, I like he has improved targeting, elevated, and hindering. He's a bearer of an Infinity Gem. Astronomer starts the game with any one Infinity Gem equipped. At the beginning trait, I sense a greater challenge. That's his one where he starts on click 0. Now he has a ability, attack ability, positioning of all cosmic matter, power, telekinesis at no cost, up to 2 times. When he uses it to place a friendly character with the cosmic keyword or the power cosmic team ability, after resolutions, modify that character's defense +1 until your next turn. Astronomer cannot target the same character more than once this action. I can see that working with double Starfire. You know, you play with 2 Starfires and you TK both of them up, and then they both get +1 defense. Let's look at what he has. Um, 75 points. He has 12 movement with facing teleport, 11 attack. I'm reading click 0. 11 attack with a special, 18 defense with invulnerable, and 3 damage with prob. So an 11 range. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I like him a lot. All right. So very cool. All right. I think we're gonna look at the Dice and Tokens pack, but really quickly because I want to. I think we're running out of time. So here is the Dice and Tokens pack. Let's see if we can get it. No, it's too close. So here we go. I do have an Okoye. I think I said in my pre-release I pulled Okoye. So this Dice and Tokens pack has War Rhinos in it. Does it have 1 or 2 War Rhinos? We have 2 Red Wings. There should be 2 War Rhinos. Living Hair. No, they only give you 1 War Rhino. Okay. So there's Ancient Warlord, which goes with the Prime Black Panther. Living Hair, which goes with Medusa and takes the stats of her whatever click she's on. Artificial Being, which goes along with the Chase Red Skull. Pretty strong bystander there. These Red Wings, there's 2 Red Wings, and they go along with the, I think the common and the common prime, no, sorry, the uncommon and uncommon prime Falcons. Are they different at all? I'm sure they have different traits on the back, but I'm not sure. And then the War Rhino, which I don't know, I guess you have to get 2 of these packs, but War Rhino, Okoye produces up to 2 War Rhinos, max 2. So probably going to want to get another one of him. Because usually you just double power action. That's what I do is at the beginning of the game, I double power action Okoye to call in to generate 2 War Rhinos at the same time. And then I carry her up with one of them. And I carry someone else up with the other one because they have passenger 1. Anyway, I think we're about out of time. Thank you for joining us, all you viewers. This was Coffee and Clicks. Remember to roast your opponents and have a good day. I hope you enjoyed our Heroclix brick unboxing for Avengers, Black Panther, and the Illuminati. And like I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And even hit that bell notification if you want to be notified about more content. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later.